So in this video, I want to go over exactly how much, if you're looking to, start your own online course or program, which essentially if you click on this video is probably what you're interested in, how to actually set the best price for it, right? And I wanted to make this video because, pricing whatever you're creating is so variable because there's nobody who's telling you exactly how much it should be. I'm sure you can look at the competition, see what they're doing exactly, but it's hard to exactly put how much you should actually be charging for whatever you're spending a lot of time for. And essentially I'm doing this video because it's one of the questions I get a lot. Obviously I jump on a lot of calls, talk to a lot of people who are wanting to launch their own online course or program, and one of the questions and things that a lot of people get stuck on is how much they should actually be charging specifically. Like if they were to actually put all the time into building it, how much could they actually charge it for? And some people, the majority of people want to charge it way too low that it actually should be, which is a huge mistake, and it's actually just going to kill your business if you do exactly that. So I kind of going to go over this video, like how much should you charge, and if you are building something, like what differentiates you being able to charge a few $1,000s versus a few $100s? Like what does that look like? Like how big does the actual program or course have to be? Like what does it have to include for you to be able to charge more? Should you charge more? What's your niche? Like there's so many variables. So I kind of want to highlight like exactly what you should be doing. And hopefully this video is just going to give you like a better understanding of exactly what you should be pricing it before, you work on it and stuff like that. Because if you want to be able to charge higher, obviously it's going to have to be, just more content and more transformative. So you have to keep that in mind before you actually start creating. So it's important to know exactly how much you want to be charging it before you even start creating the modules and creating the videos and getting the marketing angle and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I go over in this video in particular. So when you're actually looking to price your online program or course that you're working for, there's a few reference points that you can actually go ahead and overlook just to see exactly how much you could actually be charging. One of the first ones, which really isn't that much important, is simply like how much actually have you invested in it, right? And that can be all sorts of things. Have you invested in someone to actually edit the videos? Have you invested a lot for someone to build you the website? Have you invested a lot to, get someone to help you out and actually create the whole thing for you? Like you have to know exactly how much are your expenses for it. Now, this is probably like one of the reference point that doesn't really matter much really, because obviously you can spend a lot on professional video editing and creating a custom platform and everything. But if the program doesn't really do great results for anybody, then there's no point in charging a lot, right? People are not just going to pay because your videos are edited, right? So it's really one of the lower for your reference points, but you can still check that out to see how much you want to charge it for. Another reference point you can check out is a bit more valuable than the actual money you've invested, but how much of your time have you actually put into building everything? And this is something that's even more invaluable than paying, I don't know how much money for you to get everything edited and, investing a lot of money into it. Your time is very valuable and you've spent a lot of time, and usually that's what costs the most amount of money, because sure, you can pay a few $1,000s or whatever to get someone to help you out with it, but if you've spent months and months, countless hours on it, building the whole thing out, that's worth a lot. You've invested a lot of time in this specific program or course, and sure, you'll be able to sell multiple copies of it, but you still put a lot of time into it. So that's something to take into consideration. Like if it's taking you years to build it or months to build it, then factor that in when pricing it. But I wanted to talk about these two first reference points because this is what often people think of how much they can actually charge for it. But in reality is the main thing that really says how much you can actually charge your online course or program for is the outcome of your offer. So if someone's going to go through your whole thing, what outcome are you going to get and how valuable is that? And there's multiple ways to go about it. And this obviously mostly depends on your niche. Specifically, I'll go over the Make Money Online niche, which a lot of courses and programs are on, right? You join in and they're teaching you how to make money in a specific way. This can be literally any way possible. These are usually the programs and courses that have the most impact on people, because money for people is something that have a lot of impact on their lives. Now I say this, and there's going to be some mental health programs, there's going to be some fitness programs, which those also have a huge impact on you, but there's nothing like making a lot of money, right? Because that can help you in so many aspects of life that can be very transformative and valuable for you. So any kind of offer that's in the Make Money Online, so helping people make money online, that's a huge factor in how much you can actually charge for your program. And I say this because the most valuable programs out there, the ones that are actually the most expensive, are usually in this niche. They're usually multiple thousands of dollars. There's some that are a few hundred, whatever. But most, the biggest people you see online currently probably have these offers where it's a few $1,000s. But they're going to teach you how to make money. And obviously it's not everybody that makes money that joins, but a lot of people do. And because you're helping them make, I don't know, 5, 10, 15K a month with it, you're easily able to charge a few $1,000s. That makes complete sense. But a lot of people will be on the outside looking in and be like, oh, it's going to be a few $1,000s. I'm not going to invest so much money. But if they're helping you making that much amount of money, that makes sense, right? Because I'll give you an example. Let's say you're, a niche that is teaching people how to make money in a specific way online, and you're saying them, oh, I'm gonna help you make 5, 10K per month, but my program is $50. That doesn't really make sense. Will you actually able to generate them that much amount of money? Is there any guarantee to it? Like, if people are just investing $50, they're not actually gonna put in the work to get to those results, and they know your program is not going to be that much. But if the program is like 2, 3K, they're like, oh, this guy probably actually helps people out and actually have the transformation that he's guaranteeing. And another aspect is that usually these programs not only come with the accounting and stuff like that, but they come with the connections, and these connections are worth oftenly, tens of thousands of dollars, because you can find a business partner, you can network and stuff like that. So that's also why these offers are, that expensive. The connections you can make is also very valuable, and that's why they're able to charge so much, and that's why their price point is at where it's at. And that being said, maybe you're not exactly in the make money online space, which is completely fine, and you'll still be able to make a lot of money. A lot of people struggle with how should they actually price it. A lot of people think, oh, should I charge monthly? Because I know that's really going off right now, like charging monthly for community or whatever. Should I charge a high ticket program? Should I charge a mid ticket? Should I just offer courses? Should I offer courses and then community? Like, they don't know exactly how to actually price it. And what I have to say to you probably watching this video who is unsure, from my personal experience and with people I work with personally, the higher you can price your product and make it the most expensive you possibly can is usually the best route to go. And there's multiple reasons for that. And essentially I've gone over these reasons in other videos, but I can do kind of a recap. When you charge higher ticket, you'll get more people who are actually more devoted, you'll get better results, you'll get less refunds. It takes less people to make that much amount of money. If you're charging $100 versus $1,000, you'll need a few people with that $1,000 mark rather than $100, which you need a bunch of people. So a bunch of people meaning you need a huge audience, right? Which a lot of people just don't necessarily have. And that's why you'll see like these coaches online who don't have that much followers or whatever. These people are charging a few $1,000s because it's way easier to get only a few clients to get them in. Rather than a bunch of clients. And I say this, but I also do mid-ticket offers, right? So it's not like thousands of dollars, but it's in that, let's say, 300 to under 1,000 mark. I do work with people who also do that, and it's something I do recommend as well for other reasons where necessarily people in that market that they're in are not going to pay multiple thousands of dollars. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're teaching people how to paint in a specific way, right? But it's not business coaching, it's not make money online, they can't make money from it. It's just like a few tutorials explaining everything you know, right? The chance of someone actually buying it for multiple thousands of dollars is going to be pretty slim, right? Because they're not ready to invest that much just to learn painting or whatever. So that's not the best case. Now, charging a few $100s, I think, is the best option because people are still interested. It's still their passion. They're still ready to invest a few $100s, but maybe not a few thousands. But on the other side, if it was painting and it was like helping artists become, better artists and make money with it, and the business side of things, then charging a few $1,000s would make sense, right? So the niche can have a high ticket offer, a mid ticket offer, and a low ticket offer. It just how your program, your course is actually positioned in a way where you're actually able to charge these amounts. But I completely get that a lot of people out there do not want to charge high ticket. They don't feel comfortable. They don't think they know enough. They maybe don't even want to do one-on-one work, right? High ticket program, meaning you're working more hands-on with the client. And that for a lot of people is not interested for them. And I completely get that, and that's normal. And there is a way to actually counter that and do something else. And it's going back to essentially what I do, which is mid-ticket offers as well, right? It's one of the models we use as well, other than high ticket. And essentially, like I said, it's between that 300 to 1,000, maybe 1,500 mark. And usually these do not require any sales calls, compared to the ones that are thousands of dollars. And usually what you'll find inside these programs is a section on video courses, a side with community and group chats and accountability, and as well like a sort of group coaching or weekly coaching aspect to it. And this specific model, I've gone over other videos. If you watch my other videos, specifically the model, what that looks like. But essentially that's what usually you'll see. And essentially the courses that you see, most of them online, that's usually the model there is. Usually they're just video courses. Sometimes they're with community, sometimes they're with community and group coaching. But this model I'm showing you that I'm talking to you is really common. And I know what you're thinking, oh, but I want to start selling a digital product that, you know, is $40 or $50 or $100. I personally, with my experience of doing courses and programs and working with these people who want to launch them, I really never recommend going anything below $300-$400. Really, that's the complete minimum, simply because that lower ticket, although is possible, it's very hard to scale. You're not gonna actually build an actual business around it. It's just gonna be like a little digital product that you sell. And don't get me wrong, a lot of people do sell those little digital products and do make a lot of money with them, but you wanna go really into that higher ticket range if possible, right? Or like I said, the mid-ticket range as soon as you can, right? And that's what you want to work on. You want to create something that's a bit more valuable, a bit more impactful. It's just going to be a better overall business, and you are going to make money, more money that way. And let me give you an example. Let's say you are trying to learn a new skill, right? Let's say it's filmmaking, let's say in this case, and you're really devoted to filmmaking. It's a passion of yours. You may want to do it, you know, full time. You don't know exactly, but you definitely want to learn the skills. Let's say you saw a program, which is, let's say the same person who's offering it, $100 program, which says like, oh, it's going to learn you everything, you know, and stuff like that. Or $1,000 program, which it is going to do the same thing, but maybe with an aspect of more direct coaching and stuff like that. If you're actually ready to start learning filmmaking, which one are you going to choose? Are you going to just base off that $100 and try to do everything by your own? Or are you going to invest in that $1,000, which does have more benefits? It is going to help you more and stuff like that. So there's a clear result there. And a lot of people, and most people, are going to choose that $1,000 program because they're just simply more interested. And they're just going to get better results overall because it's more help, it's more accountability compared to that $100, which maybe a lot of people are going to buy it, but they're not going to actually put the effort in. And a lot of people know that if they're going to invest a lot of money into it, or it's going to be more expensive, they're simply going to have more dedication, more motivation to actually put some time into it and learn it and execute on it and get the results from it. And I say $1,000, but like I said, multiple people out there are charging multiple thousands of dollars, and people are buying it every single day. People are buying $2,000, $4,000, $10,000 programs like every day. You don't think so, but bunch of people are buying these programs, and simply because it can elevate their pain points. Let's say you're filmmaking and you want to get, let's say you're at the next stage, you want to get more results and you want to get more clients, then you're going to be way more inclined to actually go ahead and buy that program that's going to help you in your business, rather than just buying another lower ticket product that you already saw and frankly that everybody has. So that's kind of it. You just kind of have to go through your reference points. So how much time have you actually put in the course? How much have you invested in it? And specifically, how much value can someone get through going your whole program, right? Can they make money from it? Is it gonna dramatically change their life? What is it gonna do for them? And that's how you're gonna be able to charge or define the price you're gonna charge for your online program or course, right? So don't get too stuck on it. It's not that important, but it is to make sure that you don't, undersell yourself or oversell yourself. So super important to do that. Now, if you are looking at yourself to building your own online program or course, it's been something you've been thinking about, I can definitely help you out with not only the actual price of itself, but the whole system to actually build, launch, and scale it. That's what I do. If you want to get more information, you can go through my other videos, which essentially I go down in depth exactly on what that looks like. But yeah, if you have any questions for me on how you should price it, feel free to DM me on Instagram. It's going to be linked below this video, and we can definitely discuss that, and I can maybe give you a few points and align you in the right direction. But that's going to be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and if you are interested, watch the first link in bio. You can definitely book a call with me. We can overlook your systems and what you had planned to actually launch your online course or program and make it a success. And just to note that I actually just work with skilled online creators, so anybody who's already kind of online and who has a skill. So that's who I work with personally. So watch the video below in the link in bio to my website. and essentially you'll see a qualifying video to see if you're even qualified to work with me in the first place, because I do not work with everybody. So if that's of interest, do that. You can book a call through that and we can discuss things afterwards. But for the rest of you, I'll be posting more on this channel. So talk to you soon.